Learning about storytelling by analyzing the films that came before us is our favorite way to improve as storytellers ourselves. Today we're going to be looking at the big climactic save, specifically in Christmas movies. When the crisis reaches its peak, the main character in an Aristotelian comedy must take the final step to defeat their main flaw and win the day.
When I grow up and get married, I'm living alone. Did you hear me? I'm living alone. I'm living alone.
What makes these movies special is that the main character's journey affects the people around them. When Christmas is saved, it's saved for everyone. Let's look at 3 movies that save the day better than most.
Trust me, you do not want to be on the naughty list. So, you still want to throw that snowball? I didn't think so.
Miracle on 34th Street is an all-around classic, which gives us the story of Khris Kringle, a man claiming to be Santa Claus. Throughout the ups and downs of the story, a jaded single mom, her practical daughter, and a clever lawyer begin to believe
that there actually is no such person.
Well, I'm sorry to disagree with you, Mrs. Walker, but not only is there such a person, but here I am to prove it.
The story culminates in a trial where the lawyer and Khris must somehow prove that he is Santa Claus. The storytellers had to prove that Khris was Santa Claus to those in the film following the court case and the audience watching the film.
I intend to prove that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus.
He's crazy too.
Additionally, the saving of Christmas had to satisfy both the part of the audience who believe in Santa Claus and the part that doesn't, aka kids and adults. The clever use of the postal system ties a nice bow around this film. Khris Kringle has won the case, children still believe, and the parents do see through this gimmick, but they are happy because their kids are happy.
Since the United States government declares this man to be Santa Claus, this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
The saving of Christmas is crucially connected to the heart of the film, believing in something more than yourself. Khris is not the only person who wins. Christmas is also saved for the people around Khris.
Mommy told me if things don't turn out just the way you want them to the first time, you still got to believe. And I kept believing, and you were right, Mommy. Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus.
And now on to Klaus. In this fresh take on the legend of Santa Claus, we find a self-centered postman called Jesper, shipped off to establish a post office in the northernmost town. He must deliver 6,000 letters in a year or be cut off from his cushy life.
Smearensburg.
Jesper struggles with the freezing town full of enemies, but after a chance meeting with a toy maker called Klaus, he sees an opportunity. He convinces the children of the town to send letters to Klaus in exchange for toys, hoping to get back to his real life as soon as possible. The legend of Klaus and his toys quickly grows, culminating in Christmas, where they plan a big, you guessed it, toy drop. But on the eve of the big night, Jesper's true intentions are revealed as he has earned a trip back home. But Jesper is a changed man. He turns back just in time to save the presents and Christmas from an angry mob. Sort of. Jesper changes the people of the town, and they in turn change him. Christmas is the big defining event at the end of the film, where we get to see just how much Jesper and the town have all changed because of each other. Saving Christmas also includes Jesper's final step away from his flaw, perfectly connecting the main character's journey to the big finale.
Cheer up, little one. I think I may have missed my boat.
Jesper!
Next we have Home Alone. Kevin has been left behind for Christmas by his family. At first, this is a dream come true for him, who isn't too fond of his less than loving family.
Get upstairs right now.
Why?
Kevin, you're such a disease.
Shut up.
Kevin, upstairs.
Say goodnight, Kevin.
Good night, Kevin.
Shenanigans ensue when the house is targeted by the wet bandits, and Kevin keeps having run-ins with a spooky neighbor. Throughout the film, Kevin slowly comes to realize that he doesn't want to be alone, especially not for Christmas. He also finds out that his spooky neighbor was just a lonely guy like him.
If you miss him, why don't you call him?
I'm afraid if I call him, he won't talk to me.
How do you know?
I don't know. I'm just afraid he won't.
The movie culminates in a big showdown between Kevin and the wet bandits. And although Kevin absolutely crushes them, they capture him. But Kevin is helped by his new friend, the spooky neighbor. Kevin has saved Christmas for himself, and when his family shows up, we can see just how much Kevin has changed since the beginning of the film.
Where's everybody else?
Baby, they couldn't come. They wanted to so much.
No, I didn't fall asleep in the back of the cabin drool all over you, did I?
He also saves Christmas for his spooky neighbor, who reconnects with his family thanks to Kevin. Hopefully now you can see how the last-minute Christmas save is made better when it is directly connected to the main character's growth, and when it benefits the characters surrounding the main character.
A true act of goodwill always sparks another.